immediately after you send that text, your phone starts buzzing.
Voicemail. Click it.
You let it go to voicemail?
Click the button to send it right to voicemail.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that.
You screen the call.
I should have answered that.
I thought Tanner was the ghost type.
Welcome to the Indigo League, where trainers grow and bond with their Pokemon to become the very best and prove themselves unbeatable.
We are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fall, because we are unbeatable.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Pokemon Unbeatable. Last time on Unbeatable, a Kanto journey, our heroes entered the spotlight of the Pokemon League by gaining their first badges from the Viridian City Gym. Coryne and Gavin both defeated the feared gym leader Silver and his Dark-type Pokemon. Gavin in particular made a grand entrance with a crowd and his sister watching his debut match. Not one to be caught up in the celebration though, Gavin went out and had a heart-to-heart with the Beedrill that he had accidentally injured and gave it the choice to join his team. The Beedrill happily accepted and our group grew one member bigger. Not one to be left out of a surprise conversation though, Pokemon breeder Seth Wake snuck off from the group back to the Viridian City Gym to issue a last-minute challenge to Leader Silver, asking to fight his famed Umbreon, a Pokemon that he knows is much stronger than his own. It is now the morning of the gym battle, and with only Seth knowing of his incoming challenge, we're going to go ahead and go to all of you. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Real quick to the audience, you might notice Burrty in a change of scenery. He has graciously decided to join us from a hotel room, so his audio quality may shift over the course of the episode. And if he's just altogether not there, we'll tell you if anything important happens, because
all of my tech caught fire.
It's basically that. Not literally, but figuratively, definitely.
Emotionally, yes.
Seth, you wake up that morning. We're going to go ahead and start with you.
I'm awake now.
Now you're awake. We start with you. You, last night in the late night, managed to catch up with Kyle and organize a challenge for yourself after you knew when your friend Tanner would be challenging today. It's early morning because Tanner's challenge is at 7 a.m. sharp. Yours, I believe, is at 7:15 or 7:30, we'd said, somewhere in there.
Whatever the immediate time after. So
yeah, whatever the immediate slot was after that. But you're kind of like the first one to get up, because while the others are excited about watching their friend battle, you have that little knot of anxiety about your battle. What does this morning kind of look like for Seth as he's getting up and preparing?
So I think Seth did that thing where you go to sleep knowing you have to do something the next day, and so you set an alarm, but you wake up before your alarm goes off, and then so you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna still lay in bed and just sit there for the hour before my alarm's supposed to go off. And so I'm doing that, and then once my alarm hits, I'm going to get up, kind of pack all my stuff up, because I think we're heading out after the events of today anyway, getting ready to leave, and I'm going to focus up with Bowie and go ahead and just try and prep his meal, knowing that it's going to be an early morning thing, trying to get the meals in now. And
okay.
I'm going to go chef up a cool little power breakfast for him, get him a cool little breakfast bowl, and have it focus on his special attack is what I'm
Okay, so you're buffing his special attack.
Yeah, I'm going to buff his special attack in the morning, and then just go through a little pep talk with him. Just be like, buddy, we're here. It's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm confident